There's been a few times where I've just closed the YouTube app over the past year because what I'm reading is making me lose my last brain cells of the very few I have left. That nothing has even come close to this absolute lack of neuron firing, inconclusive, glue sniffing drivel. You may be wondering what on earth I'm talking about. Well, it goes a bit like this. Jason Schreier has an opinion. Jason Schreier is a reliable source.
Oh my god, Rockstar told Jason Schreier that the game is delayed.
To give some additional context, Jason Schreier recently said that he believes GTA 6 could get pushed into 2026, which is an opinion that I also have alongside many others in the community. Jason's reason for believing that the game could get pushed into 2026 is based on the fact that every single Rockstar game's title gets delayed, and Rockstar are consciously trying to make sure that their employees aren't working in sweatshop conditions and actually get a life outside of work. But for some crazy reason, this pretty accurate and somewhat not controversial take has had people throwing their toys out of the pram about GTA 6 definitely being delayed, with their primary reason for believing that the game is delayed is that Jason Schreier in the past has had some good sources within the gaming industry and of course Rockstar. Now it goes without saying, or I'd like to think it goes without saying, when Jason Schreier talks to Rockstar employees and reports on his findings, he literally says so in his articles. He doesn't make it vague and ambiguous. He states that he's spoken to Rockstar developers or people within Rockstar and then makes a statement about what his feedback is from them. In this instance, he literally just waffled for a little bit about he thinks that the game realistically could get pushed back. The conclusion that GTA 6 could get delayed can be deduced by anyone applying logic to the situation. I mean, if we get it this year, that's obviously awesome, but if we don't, is anyone really shocked? And if you are shocked, welcome to Rockstar Games. A good example of how this cognitive dissonance in this whole situation has worked, we can use someone like Ed Snowden as an example. This man used to work for the NSA. He outed one of the biggest conspiracies to do with people's personal information. Does that mean that everything he says is sourced from the government? Does his McDonald's order come directly from the White House? Of course not. I think it's important to remember that delays can and do happen. And if it's Rockstar, that likelihood is further amplified. Realistically, the game could get pushed back. And if you follow me on X, Twitter, I still don't know what to call it, you'll see that I've been quite vocal against these conspiracy theories that Rockstar are holding off on GTA 6 from us. Now, the general narrative on this is that Rockstar don't need to release GTA 6 because of the money they're making from GTA Online, which is honestly a little bit silly. Whatever they're making today on GTA Online, they will make double, triple, even 10 times as much from GTA 6's online component. You got to remember that GTA 5, its map and everything that we see with GTA Online today was an afterthought. GTA Online was never supposed to be as big as it is. So for GTA 6, the whole focus of the online side of the game is going to be monetization. So they're going to, whether you agree with it or not, they're going to make more money from GTA 6 online. So it's in Rockstar's best interest to get that game finished and out. This is further compounded by people that think that GTA YouTubers talking about GTA 6 is making Rockstar delay the trailers and even the game itself. Like, I'm aware of cognitive leaps, but that's a cognitive fall down a flight of stairs. When they drop the next trailer, there'll be more content about GTA 6 on YouTube than ever before. Does that mean that they'll push the game back to 2045 because Cyberboy with 26,000? When the fuck did that happen? Honestly, thank you all. But do you think they're going to push back the game because a YouTuber like myself or any of these other YouTubers talking about the game is somehow affecting their reach? I don't even know. I don't even understand the cognitive leaps that we're making there. But to get to the point, waiting at this point isn't the end of the world. At the very most, we are just over a year and a bit out from the release of GTA 6. And at the very best, it's only 9 months away. The difference between those two dates is 6 months. Now that seems like a long time, but as someone that was born just a few days before the first ever Grand Theft Auto game came out, I'm used to waiting. And I'm sorry, but if you were born after the release of GTA 4, realistically, you only started playing GTA 5 recently, or even GTA Online recently, you haven't been waiting that long. And this is a recurring theme that I've been seeing. The people that have been waiting the longest and that have been adults for the longest period during their wait time tend to be the most chill about delays or whether the game is going to be later than expected or not, because what is another 6 months? What is another year? It's not too bad. And I'm saying this as someone whose income, livelihood, job, everything all depends on essentially what Rockstar Games do. Like, I know that like playing through the game and diving into the lore, the information, the hidden packages, all of this stuff will be great for the channel. I want the game as much as anyone else, if not a lot more. But I'm also not angry if the game's delayed. If it's going to be delayed, it's not because of these conspiracy theories. It's most likely just because they want to make it perfect. If they mess this up, if they mess up GTA 6 and release it with bugs or as a mess or something like that, the risk that Rockstar Games is under is honestly incredible. Now, I don't think it's really possible for a game like this to necessarily flop, but even a 1% chance of it not doing well or something being broken on release is too much of a risk for Rockstar with so much money going into it. So they're gonna want to get it perfect. They're not gonna want to rush anything. They're not gonna want any problems during the development process. So yeah, chill guys, let's be patient. Then the next thing we need to talk about is leaks and stuff. So I recently did a couple of videos about this thing, trying to figure out if it's real or not. I think the general conclusion was that it was real. Before you comment saying it's fake, go and watch the last video. But the general conclusion is that it looks like it's real. And a lot of the comments on yesterday's video, and I'll be honest, I deleted most of those comments saying this because I'm not having my IQ of my comment section being reduced. A lot of people saying that this particular post is going to delay the release of GTA 6 and another trailer, even though the leak itself tells us absolutely nothing about the game. A lot of people are inferring that this will lead to the game being pushed back 6 months. I've had some very angry comments, some very angry emails as well, which is, you know, I've got Discord, why are you emailing me? But very angry messages on multiple platforms about this, and I don't really understand it. Now, things like the 2022 leaks, I don't show clips of that on my channel for good reason. I feel like distributing that is a bit of a tricky one because that does affect the anticipation for the game. But something like this is so negligible in the grand scheme of things for GTA 6. I feel like even entertaining the fact that this could introduce a delay at some point is a very silly notion. But then again, this kind of leads into the caveat of covering leaks and the intention behind covering information and what could potentially be leaked material and the way in which that stuff is handled. Now, I feel like if there was a leak like the 2022 leaks, I still can't find a scenario where that itself would even delay the game. Maybe if it was something like the game engine itself for GTA 6 had been leaked, maybe they'd have to do some more security stuff and that could lead to a delay, like security stuff within the game engine and the code for the game itself. Maybe that could delay the game. But this photo, I'll be honest, I don't think anyone at Rockstar lost any sleep over it. So yeah, critical thinking, guys. Apply critical thinking. Now, very quickly before I go, a lot of you have been asking me to play The Crew 2, which is what this background footage has been. And with, you know, a part of the map being based in Miami, Florida, it's actually a really cool way to look at what GTA 6 could look like from not a graphics perspective or even a map design perspective, but just what Miami actually looks like in a game. So yeah, definitely worth checking out The Crew 2. Not sponsored, not affiliated, but so far it's actually really good fun, apart from you can't get out of the vehicles, which sucks. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, you know what to do, and I'll see you all in the next one.